This is what I call the snap release with your driver, because it gets the club to snap round here. Now I know most people using this method will achieve 275 yards, which I know sounds crazy right now, but I know you can achieve it. Now we're answering this question from Green here. He said, my bad shot with driver is I don't release the club. Now I know a lot of people do this because we all hit big slices and we tend to not release it when we slice. I know this snap release is really going to sort your game out. Now, this is just a reminder that here on the channel, one, we're powered by you, the viewer, but also we have the biggest giveaway going ever on the channel. Your chance to win a driver worth £529. You have that spend at Scottsdale Golf. Now also, if you want to and you are in the area or you do want to travel, you can also get a free fitting with that also. At some point in the video, I'll tell you exactly how you can get your hands on it. So why do I call this the snap release? Well, this is why, because picture this, right, on the follow through here, I want you to get that feeling of snapping that club around like this, not holding it. And you will achieve that by the end of this video. Because if you think, right, if I allow the club to snap round here on this follow through, this bit here, it must have come more from the inside. It must have travelled on a much better plane. So, really nice and simple, just have a look at my arms here. This is what I want you to be picturing of what I want you to achieve from the player cam perspective in terms of these arms working round and onto that shoulder, okay? That is what you're going to achieve. So, really dead easy, and I know everybody can achieve this to some degree, which is why I know everybody can increase how far they hit it. 3 stages, okay, really easy to follow. If you move to face on perspective, this is the first stage. We don't even need a golf club. I want you to picture, right, if you had a feeling of having a big heavy bucket of water here and you tried to go low and swing it and put it over your shoulder, this is the momentum our arms want to make. This is how I want you to feel the direction your arms are going to work. We're taking the big heavy bucket of water from here and placing it over our shoulder. Don't forget, most people would be throwing it out this way. This really gets your arms to be organised. You create some width. You also create that release. Width and release, more power, more efficient hit. And that's why you're going to hit it further. So what I'd really recommend there at the first stage is just do sort of 8 to 12 reps. And at any point as we're going through these stages, don't worry, if you don't get the feeling or you lose the feeling, just go back to the start and go through the whole process again. So that second phase is just like this. We're going to grab our golf club now, and I want you just to place it in your belly button. So just as I have here, we're going to place it in our belly button, we're just going to move it back halfway, through halfway, then arms over the shoulder, okay? I'll just keep doing a few reps of this over the shoulder. We're not moving it this way. And having it in our belly button gives us not only a good takeaway, but really that feeling of the body and arms working together, and really you can see what my arms are trying to do. Look at this here. This is the action I'm trying to make. That's all I want you to do for stage 2. Can you see the difference? I'm using the feeling of throwing that bucket of water over my shoulder and bringing it into that next phase. Right, final stage. This is where you take it to the course. I know this might seem quite an easy process, but that should give you confidence that you can bring it into your game. Far too many YouTube videos are really complicated and then you actually can't implement any of it, whereas this, it's as easy as that. So I want you now just to hit some shots, right? Where the little cheat code for this on the golf course is you have a look down at my feet. My back right toe is in line with my laces on my left foot. So my right foot is in line with my laces on my left foot. I want you to picture you're throwing that club or throwing that bucket of water away and allowing it to come round. So when I hit the shot, I'm trying to picture I get the club to tap me on my shoulder in that direction, okay? Because that will have got here. And just keeping that right foot back will help promote that. Because like I say, you're never going to get it to tap if you do that. Never, ever. So watch this. We'll hit this one in slow motion, but also look how far this travels. I'm going to look like I'm swinging so easy at this. Right. Don't forget your little setup trick, Alex. There we go. I'm going to tap it on my shoulder. This gets that release. Because look, if I rewind that, that's where I had to move the club to achieve the snap release. So work through that process. Work through the bucket over. The next bit, get the feeling of it in the belly button, snapping round. And the final one, you've got to think, snapping it round would finish on my shoulder. So do that in the reverse. Oof. This is what I'm trying to achieve. It's that point in the video where I tell you how you can get your hands on the biggest giveaway ever on the channel. So nice and simple, make sure you subscribe to this channel. Turn on the bell, which is right next to that subscribe button, and make sure you turn on all the notifications. Comment down below entered, and finally, for extra entries, every time that you share this across multiple social media platforms, it is an extra entry. Now don't forget, there are a lot of scammers out there. Only verified accounts with Alex Elite Golf and a tick next to it is me. Any others with Telegram or anything like that is not me. Please do ignore them.